Hi friends, when market starts going down and down, we will call it correction. And if it still continues, that means it's a crash. If it prolongs, then we will call it recession. The investors, mainly retail investors, will start panicking and sell out all the stocks at low point. So buying at high and selling at low. Actually, it should be the other way around. One should buy the stocks at low point and should sell at high point so that they can create profit out of stocks. On a crash, one should be happy. I'll tell you why. I have been in such a situation for past 4 times. I started my stock market journey in the year 2006. In the year 2008, the first financial crisis started and which ended in a crash. Again, some mild correction happened in the year 2010-11. Again, it was repeated in the year 2015-16. And finally, the major COVID crash, which happened in the year 2020, where the stock fell almost 50% from its peak. Pre-COVID, Nifty was trading in the range of 12,500. From that, it started correcting, crashed till 7,500 level, which recovered in a shortest span of time. There is a saying, the worst investing mistakes are committed during bullish times. Similarly, you can make the best investments idea on bearish times. So one need to effectively utilize the bearish phase. The profits are being generated on bullish period due to momentum of stocks. But on a bearish phase, wealth is being generated. You decide whether you want to create profit or need to generate wealth. That depends on you. Hi friends, welcome back to FinveStocks. Today we will cover some topic which is very important to the present scenario. How to face the downturn or market crash. Also, we will be discussing about Nifty's past performance and future view. Shall we sell out our portfolio? If not, shall we start accumulating? If not now, then when to add? What are the best stocks to buy now in the present scenario? How to time the market? What to do with the present SAP which is ongoing? Whether should continue or stop? If not yet started, which is the best SAP to start? All these points we will discuss in detail. Now let's look into Nifty's long-term chart. In past 20 years, stock market has gone through several corrections as well as crashes. In year 2000-2001, stock market has gone through a crash which is because of dot-com burst. Again in the year 2008-2009, it went through financial crisis, wherein the market fell from 20,286 to 8,891. The fall was nearly 56%. Again some mild corrections in the year 2010-11 as well as 2015-16. Again comes the COVID crash, wherein the Nifty fell from 12,250 levels to 7,500 level. Again it recovered in a record period of time. So the overall trend what it is showing is the Nifty is always in an upward trend. So we need not to worry about small crashes and corrections which has happened in between. All these crashes and corrections are healthier to the market. On a long-term view, the Nifty is still bullish, and actually we should start adding or buying in these dips so that we can create a good portfolio. On long-term point of view, Nifty has created a CAGR of more than 14%. Even though Nifty has gone through several corrections as well as crash, the first one in 2000 where dot-com crash happens, after that series of small corrections, again a big correction in 2008 due to financial crisis, again small minor corrections in 2010, one more correction in 2015, then again a series of corrections in the year 2017 to 19. The Nifty has traveled in a channel for several periods. After that, the major COVID crash, which recovered well in a record point of time. So after having a series of crashes and corrections, Nifty had generated an overall CAGR of more than 14%, which is very good. That means you can double your capital in 5 years. If you compare with gold, gold has created a CAGR of around 12%, whereas FD has created a CAGR for 7%. So clearly Nifty 50 outperformed gold as well as FD for last 20 years. Let's see the Nifty analysis based on PE. What is PE? PE is price to earnings ratio. That means how much times of earnings we are ready to pay for buying the stock or index. PE in isolation is just a number, but we can compare Nifty's PE fall in some of the major crash times to find out whether Nifty is overvalued or undervalued. So out of all corrections, the major one is 2008 financial crisis. So we can compare Nifty's fall in 2008 with Nifty's fall in COVID, that is during 2020. Then we can take a call whether current Nifty is overvalued or undervalued. If you see Nifty during 2008 financial crisis, the PE of Nifty had fallen from a high of 28.29 to 10.68. That is a massive fall of 62.24%. So from a max PE of 28.29, it dropped to a minimum of 17.49 in 2008. Then in 2009, the PE got bottomed out at 10.68. 14.44 in 2010, and in 2011 it created higher loss of 20.01 and closed with a maximum of 25.91 in the same year. Then the PE got re-rated from the max range of 25 to 30 during 2007-2011 to a maximum of 42 in 2020. During 2020 COVID crash, Nifty fell from a high PE of 29.9 to 17.15. A fall of 42.64% in Nifty in terms of PE. And post-COVID, market surged back to pre-COVID levels in short span of time and clocked new lifetime high of 18,600 levels. So post-COVID, the Nifty had fallen from 42 levels of PE to minimum of 18.92, which is around 55% fall, which is closer to 2008 financial crisis crash. So based on these PE levels, let's try to find out some bottom levels of Nifty, up to what level Nifty can go. Why we considered PE? Because it will factor in both price as well as Nifty's earning during that period of time, whether it is 2008 financial crisis or during 2020 COVID crash period. When Nifty was at 15,800, the PE of Nifty was around 19. So if you assume the current bottom somewhere near to COVID bottom level, that is PE of 17.15, the Nifty level should be somewhere around 14,261 levels. So in my view, the Nifty can bottom out somewhere near 14,200 levels. So based on PE analysis, Nifty should bottom out somewhere near 14,200 levels. So now let's explore some other method to find out the bottom level of Nifty. Now let's see Nifty long-term view on monthly chart. When we talk about monthly chart, each candle represents a month. For example, let's consider this candle. So each candle consider 1 month. So this will be the open of the month, it's the low point of the month, high point of the month and closing of the month. If the closing price is more than opening price, it will show a green candle. Here we plotted 3 moving averages. The first one is the 20-month moving average. The second one is the 50-month moving average, and third one is the 100-month moving average. The 20-month moving average will represent moving average of 2 years. The 50-month will show approximately 4 years moving average, whereas 100-month moving average will show approximately 8.5 years. So over a long period, Nifty has supported on the 20-day moving average quite often. If you see the chart, it has took support here, the next support, after that somewhere here also it took support. After that quite number of times it had took support over 20-month moving average. If you see in terms of medium term, it took several support over the 50-month moving average. For example, we can see it took support over here 1, 2, 3, 4 and somewhere here 5. So all the 5 times it took support from the 50-month moving average. This is on a shorter term. 50-month moving average is approximately 4 years. If you see Nifty on a slightly longer horizon, that means 100-month moving average, that represents the green line. 100 months moving average is approximately 8.5 years. Nifty had took support over the 100-month moving average 2 times in past 20 years. The first one it had took on 2009 where it took support of the green line. After that in 2020 COVID crash, again it took support over the green line. So the duration is approximately 11 years. So currently we can expect Nifty will take a bottom approximately the 50-month moving average, and it can take support somewhere here. So we are looking for a level of around 14K for Nifty based on long-term view. I don't want to extend this video too much. So till now we covered Nifty view based on monthly chart and based on bottom PE, and find out the bottoming level for Nifty. In our next video, we will try to find out Nifty bottom level using Fibonacci retracement and also using Nifty weekly as well as Nifty daily chart. So don't miss to watch the next part, that is the second part of this video, where we will see some interesting analysis and levels about Nifty. I am sure you will be surprised to see the coincidence of Nifty levels. Also, we will cover some important questions that everyone had in mind. Like, shall we sell out our portfolio? If not, when to accumulate? How to time the market? And few other questions about SIP. So don't miss it. We will see next week. Please post your comments which stocks you are going to add in that present scenario. If you like the channel, please like it and subscribe for informative videos in future. Thanks for watching and have a good day.